LaToya Cantrell refuses to reimburse $30,000 that she used to upgrade her flights. Airline tickets, basically. She insists that flying coach is unsafe for black women. Here's the quote. "My travel accommodations are a matter of safety, not of luxury. As all women know, our health and safety are often disregarded and we are left to navigate alone. Anyone who wants to question how I protect myself just doesn't understand the world black women walk in. Joe Concha will help me understand this." What's going on here?
This is an official using gender and race as a crutch, and she's playing race from the bottom of the deck. Because unless we're missing it, Stu, I believe we work in news. Is there some sort of violent trend against black women on flights across the country that fly coach? I haven't heard any examples of this.
I've not heard of it. No.
Right? No, look, she got caught. She's a hypocrite, right? She's flying first class, and the voters of New Orleans should voice their outrage because the true threat is in New Orleans right now. Listen to this, Stu. It's on pace, New Orleans, to be the most murderous city in the U.S. by a wide margin. 37 murders per every 100,000 residents. Baltimore is second. They have 29 per 100,000 residents. So maybe less luxury flying and more take care of the citizens of your city that truly are under threat.
I think you got that right, Joe. Another one for you. It's been, what, I think it's 213 days since President Biden had an interview with the media. You've got an op-ed, quote, "Biden continues to stiff-arm the press." Why is the president so afraid? It seems like he's afraid to do media interviews.
His handlers are, certainly, that's for sure.
Oh, it's his handler, right.
Oh, absolutely. You see him when he goes on a press conference, he says, "I shouldn't take any more questions. Oh, they're telling me I got to get out of here." Who's they, right? I mean, those are his handlers. Yeah, you're talking about Super Bowl Sunday. February 10th was the last time he sat down with anybody considered a halfway decent journalist in Lester Holt, right? He did one interview with Jimmy Kimmel. We can't count that, obviously.
No,
that was a foot rub. And here's what he had to say on National Press Day, not long after taking office. Okay? Check out this quote. It's incredible. "Journalists uncover the truth, check the abuse of power, and demand transparency from those in power. And at a time when the truth is increasingly under attack, our need for accurate, fact-based reporting, open public conversation, and accountability has never been higher." I mean, you want to talk about the best unintentional comedy out there. This is a president that has been anything but transparent and needs to be held accountable on many things, like claiming that we're at zero inflation, or the Inflation Reduction Act will reduce inflation, or the border's actually closed and safe. All these things need to be challenged, but he stays away from the press because they will be broached, I would think.
I think if he had a tough interview with a real journalist, some probing questions, I think he'd lose his temper.
That happens often whenever he's challenged in any way, shape, or form during press conferences. The difference between a press conference, in which he doesn't do many of either, and interviews, is an interview you could do follow-ups.
Yes.
It's one-on-one.
Yep.
And you sit down with somebody like Brett Baer or Jonathan Swan of Axios, that's not going to happen. You interviewed President Trump not too long ago, and you challenged him, right? And that ended up being very compelling. No, I thought you did.
Okay, but to interview President Biden, you'd have to ask the really tough questions on the border, on inflation,
crime,
on Afghanistan, on crime, and defund the police, and all that lot. I don't think he would. Well, it's his handlers. They don't want him to take those questions.
It's the 2020 campaign all over again, right? Hide and survive.
And it's his demeanor. I mean, if the man can't string a couple of sentences together, you got a problem.
Exactly.
So he won't do the interviews.
He's supposed to have all this momentum, all these wins. Okay, then sell it.
Yes.
Except they won't put him out there to sell it because they're afraid of the cleanups on aisle 5, 9, and 12.
It's a good one. Thanks Joe.
You're all right, Stu.
Yeah, you.